your computer has virus.
Hello, chicken brinky.
Bomb has been planted. I am on my way.
Fatality. You must construct additional pylons. Counter. Headshot.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to the Mostly Negative podcast. I'm still Based Justice.
You haven't switched your personas.
I'm not the one that does the switch.
You're not.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Bam. I don't have any alternate personas.
No,
I don't think so.
not true.
I just have different timelines
there's
of me.
different titles that you take on.
That's true, I guess. Yeah. But yeah.
See, Monolith.
What causes monolith?
Monolith is a change that is felt by all.
Oh, shit. Like, this guy's annoying as fuck.
Yes.
He keeps calling himself monolith.
This dude, like, I'm not Monolith. Monolith is a different person.
Yeah, he
It's a
takes
part of
over.
my split personality disorder.
Dissociation.
Or whatever they call that. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a coping mechanism.
I do have a few things for you today. I just wanted to get started quicker because I wanted that to be the start. I think.
Yeah, I think it's easier too because then we could always like make bullshit to be the beginning little
Yes.
thing. But when we just blister on for fucking
We always do.
yeah, it's gonna happen no matter what.
But I had a few things. So I just want to say right off the bat, this podcast thing has been really fun.
It has been.
It's been going really good.
Yeah. We're on like fucking some
This
amount
is
of
11.
time.
This is 11.
Is that 11
So we've
months?
been doing 11 weeks.
Years.
Yeah, years. Of
It's
doing,
only
yeah.
2017.
It has been years. It's 2012.
So, what did I see? Oh, I saw a picture of fucking the Will Smith slap.
Yeah.
And it was like, this was 2 years ago, like
Oh,
yesterday.
fuck. Really?
And people were like, what the fuck do you
Bro.
mean? Yeah. And I was thinking about it, I was like, wait, what? Like that was
What's up?
2 years ago.
I might have
Like
been
yesterday.
working at Starbucks.
Yesterday it was 2 years ago, or 2 days ago. It was 2 years ago. The slap. Doesn't that
Holy
feel like
shit.
that was like
Yes.
6 months ago?
Yes.
Like this year.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Just fucking years. Counting up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. We're getting old.
They gotta fucking
The
stop.
30s are the new 20s.
That's true.
Like
For
millennials,
us.
like I feel like I've
We're
seen
the
people
best
say that.
generation.
I mean, Gen X like is totally no one gives a fuck about them. Like it's millennials,
Yeah.
boomers, and Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like we are all the main.
What even is
Gen
Gen
X?
What is Gen X?
I don't fucking know.
Is that the one below us or
No,
earlier?
it's the people that are older than us.
Oh, it's that like weird in between
Yes.
thing that they still.
So, like,
aren't those just
born-
like old millennials?
Born like in between like 66 and like 78
Yeah, non-existent.
or 80.
That's probably good because they're not technically boomers, so not everyone probably
Yeah.
hates them.
They also traded 2 grapes for a house.
Dude, I've been seeing a lot of those posts recently, like a lot of the things. I mean, I definitely agree
Yeah.
that there is some, like not some, there is. It was cheaper to
Yeah.
do things, and like
Yes.
you could be like a fucking like garbage man and
Yeah.
like support a family of 4
Yeah.
back then. But I also think you can be successly with
Yeah.
our generation too. It's just harder, but we're smarter.
But like, what about like these jobs? Like
Like
you know,
what?
like I feel like if you work full time, not always, but I feel like if you work full time, like you should be able to like, live.
Yeah, I guess. Well, that's the thing. But I think the bar for us is higher.
Yes.
You can't just be a normie working a full-time job.
No.
You need to do better.
Yeah.
Because we are better.
Yes. We are better.
That's why
we
think
are better. We are smarter.
Yes, that's
We're
why
more
I think
better.
that we're more better. We're
More
much
better.
more better.
More
You
better.
stupid science bitches better check your hypotenuses. My friend's much more smarter than you.
But what did
But yeah, I think we.
Yeah.
I do think you're right. Yeah,
what Will posted in the Discord about
yeah, that thing. I mean, that.
You see what I said?
I didn't even look at it. That shit to
Did you
me
see
is
what I
always
said?
like, no. What'd you say?
Oh, I said, well, Ben said something like, yeah, we just want to get out of Florida. And I said, well, we all just need cool, chill landlords like Bam and Great Danes.
Great Danes. You got Great Danes. Move on in.
Great Danes, come on in.
How many
Bring 'em
fucking
in.
horse-sized dogs you got?
Yeah, jeez.
But No. Yeah, I think I do. Like, I don't know. Stuff like that to me seems like. I mean, I do agree. I do think you're right. I think that it sucks that you could literally just work and be like a good person who does your job, works a full-time job, and puts an effort into that job, and that might not be good enough.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think the bar is just higher for us because we could do more.
It is.
So like we could be better. So like, yeah, you can't be a fucking garbage man and have a nice house and have a full family and be the only guy who works.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we do need to do more, but it should be. Our bar should be higher. Like we are better. Like we know more. We're smart. We're healthier.
I agree.
We're fucking bigger. We're stronger. Like everything about
We have
like,
Mexicans.
we got Mexicans.
So
yeah,
utilize them.
utilize
Illegal immigrants.
yeah.
Like
no,
let
but
them
yeah.
in.
So
Yeah.
fucking, I like I said, but I do understand it does suck. That is a real thing that like you could literally just work and be like, I can't afford to live.
Yes.
Like,
I think like my bar is like, I feel like if, and I'm not going to say how much I make. I think I've already told you. But if I was making 100K, which I don't yet.
Yeah.
If I was making 100K, that would just feel normal.
Yeah.
I think
that is it is a
feel
lot.
normaler.
I think what happens though is that people even if you look on paper at like a military job, they're essentially making like people at McDonald's make more.
Yeah.
People don't understand that like investments and insurances, like all the extra shit that you get from jobs that give you like health insurance, fucking like all these things that add up. And then just like I said, being like investing, like most of it, we're just like looking at like I have, I spend X this month, I need to make Y to pay for that. Like you can invest, you can fucking, have things that negate some of that money, not just, you don't just need flat money. You know? So I think a lot of people get like, they caught up on salary hunting and stuff like that. But I do think, like you said, we definitely need more, but I think we can.
Well, assets are so huge. And like, like I look
Even
at like
your
your situation, like specifically like you got in before like it was impossible, and it feels impossible.
I mean, everyone said it was
now.
impossible when I did it too.
Right.
Everyone always says it's impossible.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's always
it does seem like that, doesn't it?
I bought I bought it for fucking 4 years. It was the middle of everything. Like,
It's always
no
gonna
fucking
grow.
chance. I was like, there's always a chance.
I guess that's like, well, what is like when you invest in your 401k and you just like choose the thing
fund.
that's like, and it's like,
the
well,
most chill
like,
fund.
and it's like, oh, it's gonna go down. It's like, no, like over time, that's always gonna go up.
Yeah,
no matter what.
It might go down.
It's
you
gonna
might
go
get
down
fucked
some.
at one
It's
point.
gonna go up and down, but like in the long run, that's going up.
Yes. Yeah,
guess
so
that's
like
everything.
even in our lifespan, like our parents could have bought a house for a fucking a strawberry
Yeah,
and a
strawberry.
fucking stick, and now it's worth $2.5 million.
Yeah.
That's true, but it's also true for us.
Yeah.
If you had if you got a home in your mid-20s, even if it was a shit fucking $150,000 home that you put 10 grand down on, and you had fucking Joe's loans give you a 20%, you would still make money on
Yes.
it. So like it's just the matter that we weren't doing that shit. Like we don't even think about that stuff. Like
No.
that's the other thing too is that our parents, and our above us generations, like they were doing that shit in their 20s.
Yeah.
They were like, I'm gonna have kids.
Well,
like,
that's why Gen X is we skip over them because
Yes.
it's like what the like
what
we
are
were
you
just
guys-
adults
Yeah.
at 20. Like
Yeah, how the
we're
fuck-
still fucking
Yeah, that's the thing. Like for us,
Yeah.
like a lot of kids, like they're going to school, they're like figuring out what
Yeah.
the fuck is going on. Like they're just wasting time. Like they just imagine if instead of going to college, you just started your trade job at like 16.
yeah.
That's what they did. That's
Yeah.
what most of our
Yeah.
parents did. Like they started their trade, whatever version of work they were going to do. They
Yeah.
started when they were, and they stayed in that field. They didn't leave. They're like, "What do you do?" It's like, "I'm a plumber
Forever.
forever."
Forever.
Because my dad was a plumber, and now I am a plumber,
Yeah.
and I will be a plumber for the next 50 years. And it's like, like for us looking at it, like, yeah, I don't want to be a fucking, I don't want to start out as a fucking, journeyman and make no money. But like, if you just didn't really have any expenses and you started that way, and then you worked your way up, and like you just did things that you were like, oh, what are you doing with your money? He's like, I'm not buying a car or like a fucking Xbox 3, whatever the fuck, I'm buying a house, like I'm not buying video games.
Yeah.
I'm not going drink.
You already have Tarkov.
Yeah, I already got Tarkov.
Yeah.
But
You
yeah,
don't
so
need
that's the
more
thing. Like,
games.
I don't think they had as many like external things,
Yeah.
things like that. Like they just, their costs were like buy a house to live, buy food,
Buy food.
survive,
Woman
like have
make dinner
baby,
when you get
have,
home.
Yeah,
have
like,
baby.
literally, like that was
Yeah.
it. Like buy cigarettes, like, like that.
Go to the store and get milk.
Yeah.
Come back.
Yeah, like unless. But yeah, so I do, like I said, I do agree. The cost of living is definitely crazy. It's definitely harder for us.
Yeah.
But I think we we have the tools.
We do have the tools. And I remember, I specifically remember, so I grew up with my mom and my stepdad. I don't know if you knew that.
You've told me that before.
But
you chose eventually.
I chose when I was like
teenage
10.
years,
No, I was like 10.
No, not even teen. Okay.
Yeah.
I know how
I'll dive into that like when we're not on.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. My dad's badass. He's a musician.
Yeah,
But growing
cool.
up, so my mom and then my stepdad, my sister's dad, so my little sister, he's a Marine and a cop, or was a cop. So he's like fucking hardcore and scary.
Yeah.
But he
sounds like the polar opposite of your dad.
Yes. Yeah, completely.
That's what it's to me. I don't know either of them actually, but just from an external viewpoint, that's what it sounds like to me. Your dad sounds like a cool dude, like kind of like just doing his thing, fucking aliens, painting cool pictures, you know, like cool dude. And then from external, it's like then you have cop marine, yeah, hardcore like
cop
the antithesis
marine
of him,
But I remember, and I don't know if this was like my last moment in Ohio before I moved in, but we were at the airport and he pulls me aside and we're like looking at the tarmac and he says, all right, Garrett, you see those people down there that are moving all the luggage? They have to work so hard all day and they barely get any money. Yeah. While the pilots, those guys over there, they get to work for this much and they don't have to be out in the hot sun, and then they're getting exponentially more money. And I ran with that, and I went and I got straight D's.
I was like, I'm going to work on the tarmac. Yeah. No, I think that was, like things like that. Like, like if you, I mean, again, it's easier said than done. Obviously shit happens. Fucking, but everyone like to work a, better job and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I think that was all of them. I remember even my dad, he is a plumber. Yeah. But I remember like, he would bring me to work. Yeah. Never with the intention of showing me anything. Okay. Only with the intention of punishing me. Okay. To be like, you don't want to do this. Okay. That was it. Like I never retain. Now he like helped. That's where I know anything. Because he like built. He can do everything. He's literally MacGyver. Like anything you need to fix or build, he can do. That. Yeah, it's a wild talent. Like he built our like the house. Oh, really? He built the house by himself. What the fuck? Everything. I know he was good at cars. I didn't know he was good at everything. Every single thing that needs to be built or fixed, he can do. But I got none of that talent. Okay. And he doesn't talk. He's a silent Italian man with a cigar in his mouth, that grunts and mumbles and says nothing. Nice. So like I don't get any of. So I'm always like, couldn't you like? I understand that you didn't want me to like do that sort of stuff because he always said that. He was the same thing. He was like, you don't want to do this. Like that was the only thing he would say to me is like, you don't want to do this. Like you don't want to work like this. He's like, pick. Like this is not a career. Like you don't want to work like this. You don't want to work this hard. Like it's just the amount of work. I mean, he did well. Yeah. And he had his own business and stuff. So like he did well for himself, but still
that was have to just clean poop.
No. People I mean, and now plumbers make fucking like a master. They make a disgusting amount of money. Literally disgusting.
I mean, plumbing is like it sounds. I mean, it's engineering in a way.
Well, they don't like really. I mean, they're. Yeah, I mean, because if you're working, like he was a contractor, so it's not like he came to your house to fix your plumbing. Okay, he built homes, so it wasn't like there was no poop yet. Yeah, no poop.
There will be poop in.
There will be a man.
The
swimming.
Poop will come through this way,
swimming in your septic tank one day, but not with me here. But yeah, so like, same thing. They instill that sort of. I think that was we've always known that like people know like fucking pick a better job.
So I was talking to Sarah about this, and I feel like you and I had this conversation before, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I won't remember any of it. So cool. Perfect. Yeah, I'm like a fresh slate. So like as far as like building houses, I think one funny thing that like people say are like, those pyramids over there, they couldn't build those now. It's like, are you dumb? Like, go outside. Go outside and look what we built.
Have you seen the fucking ant colonies that we are now? Like we literally built houses overnight.
Yes, those have plumbing and electricity built into them, and we can't build fucking pyramids. And let me tell you something. Anything is possible with slavery.
Anything is possible. That's true. Yeah, well, that shit is crazy to think about. How they built that stuff.
The pyramids.
I mean, yes. The amount of people that probably...
But it is.
Probably just like threw, it was like a battle of attrition.
People.
Yeah. It was just like, we'll sacrifice 100 lives to move one stone today.
Yes.
Like it doesn't matter. Dude, if it crumbles, we'll roll them up the meat slide. Yeah. Your flesh will lube the way up, like...
And in the desert.
Yeah. Yeah, it is insane, that sort of stuff. I mean, I who knows? But yeah, that argument, yeah, like we couldn't even make it. It's like we could do anything today.
Yes, we could make
there's
that.
There's nothing we can't do.
But we won't make that because that's retarded.
Yeah, so why are we going to make a fucking pyramid?
Yeah. But you know, like as far as pyramids go, it's interesting that it's a strong shape, obviously.
Strongest.
Is it?
Triangle is the strongest shape.
Is it?
It can hold the most weight.
Really?
Yes, a triangle. That's why a pyramid 3-dimensionally is the strongest structural.
It's probably the only thing that they could make because it was probably easier to just make that. It's like big, smaller,
because
smaller.
you
smaller.
think about a building, you know, you look in a building, you have to you see supports throughout a building.
Yeah.
Pyramids don't have that. They by design support their own weight because they are the strongest structure.
That's also what the bridges look like. The good bridges,
the ones that don't
have
get hit
triangles.
by boats.
Yeah.
You see that?
No.
You didn't see that?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
That was crazy.
That's insane.
I mean, I don't know. Normally, so it's weird. I'd have to. I'm sure there's going to be an investigation. Actually, I could go work there right now. They had
really?
Yeah, they were like,
Oh,
you want to come work?
Like rescue or what?
No, clean up
Okay.
now,
Oh,
and
okay.
then probably investigation as to what
Yeah.
happened too. But yeah, it was weird. I mean, normally, obviously, with a ship of that size, like they are going like 2 knots, all throughout the river up to the thing, and normally like it had a loss of power. At least I just saw the video.
Yeah,
and I saw the lights flickering. I was like, okay, it's obviously it's losing power, so they probably lost propulsion and steering.
Okay.
So they're just, you can see at the end they're trying to fucking come like hard starboard and just whatever the fuck, probably just full panic mode.
Yeah.
But normally there's more indicators than that, and normally you're going slower. Like they looked like they were going really fast to me for approaching a bridge.
Right.
Like normally, even in a small boat, you slow. I mean, normal people, not fucking idiots in Florida who just fucking only know to throttle down. Drunken boater, the boater, the 40-year boater. He's like, I'm a boater. It's like, you don't know anything. You see they just go as fast as possible everywhere. But yeah, you should be coming down like all the way to like fucking neutral pretty much.
Oh, there's a dude vaping outside of my house.
He's just posting up, dude. It's a cool vape spot.
Oh, he's got a dog. Okay, it's fine. I was about to get my gun.
But yeah, normally you come, even in a small boat, you should be coming down all the way. Like you should come down to neutral and then just clutch in underneath the bridge for that very reason. Yeah. That if you lost control, you don't want to be, only, it's the same, and this is a good, all people should take this, only go as fast as you're willing to hit something.
Damn.
You should take that in all considerations. Yes. Only go as fast. When you're in a vehicle, same thing. I mean, collision is relative.
Right.
Too.
Yes.
So move the speed around you on a highway. Yeah. Because if you hit something and you're going 60 and they're going 60, or even if they're going 61, your collision was only 1 mile per hour. So it's the same thing. We use that when we're chasing. Like if I'm doing like pursuit, I want to go the exact same speed as the boat I'm chasing because I don't want to hit a slow boat going fast or go slow and get hit by a fast boat.
True.
Because then it's a big collision. But if I bump into a boat going the same speed, doesn't matter.
That's just physics.
Yeah, it's just fucking
science. It's not the acceleration or deceleration that kills you.
Yes.
It's the jerk.
It's the jerk.
It's the jerk.
Neck shatterer.
So I don't know if you know how far you got in the Expanse, but I don't know if you remember when they stopped in the slow zone.
I remember watching the dude like turn to paste when he was trying to race, and that wasn't like the first season?
that was that might have been second or third.
That show was very cool for that.
Yeah,
that they like see it. I mean, I don't know enough about obviously anything about fucking space travel, but it seemed like real. So, everything they were doing was like, like there was always like you see things like I'm gonna do a 360 right now. You're like, I don't think you could do that.
So that's
it's like water. It's essentially water.
Yeah. Expanse kind of bridges the line between what is called as hard sci-fi.
Okay.
But so it's not really. It's not really. Yeah. It's not because it has all the alien stuff.
Yeah.
But like it tries, and especially in the beginning, the first trilogy is like definitely hard sci-fi.
Yeah. But I think that helps get you into the story.
I think absolutely.
Because then you're like, it's
I
based
like
in
that
reality.
It's familiar. It's like this is the solar system.
Yeah. Because if you just throw fucking oh shit, dude, that thing's looking tough.
I know.
Yat it up.
Yeah, dude.
We need to get more. When's the next one?
Oh, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I so he keeps posting it, so I know he's proud of it, and I like that.
That's the thing too. That's what's cool. You got a tattoo.
Yeah,
that your tattoo.
I think he really wanted to do it.
That's the thing. Yeah, and that's an awesome thing. Like win-win.
Yeah,
you get a cool fucking tattoo by a dude who wants to whoa, this just in. If you let an artist paint something he likes, he'll probably paint it better. Like don't fucking make him do something he doesn't like. Like art is a fun thing. Yeah. Like don't make him fucking work. Don't turn it into a job.
Yeah, you're gonna do a butterfly.
Yeah, like imagine getting paid to do something you like.
Yeah.
You do the best work you've ever done.
Absolutely.
That's what you just did. You
Yes.
paid a guy to do something he loved to do, and now it shows permanently.
Yes.
You know, that's how I feel about tattoos.
The
I'm like, when
canvas.
people are like, I want a lion and a tiara with a, dancing. I'm like, who the fuck? Like
I do want something custom next time. I definitely want.
Oh, you definitely get.
Yeah.
I mean, they have all the time in the world,
Yeah.
and you get a lot of skin to cover.
I like
Get your face,
get my face.
your forehead.
Yeah, forehead, face.
All right, sorry. What were you
Like
saying?
Amanda Bynes.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a
Oh
second.
God, that shit.
I really want a knight. I really like knights. I haven't seen Jared do any knights.
Okay.
But
What
I've
style of knight?
seen medieval.
But like,
something.
what you like? Is this like a fucking like full plate mail dude? Are we
No,
talking? Like,
I
is this
think
very,
what I've seen that-
Crusader.
something maybe, but one that I've seen is it's the side profile of a knight's head,
Yep.
and it's a woman,
Ooh.
and it's like that traditional like
I like
woman.
that. I really
with-
like
yeah.
the women tattoo in general in the traditional art style. I think they're very cool.
That's
like,
my favorite.
Yeah, like the pinup girls and stuff are
Yes.
cool. Like, I think like I really like those super simple eyes. When they just have like the clean eyeball with like one dot in the middle or something. Like it's just like
Jared does those good.
Yep. Yeah. There's some very, very cool tattoos. But yeah, I
Here's
need
like
to
an
go.
example of one. This isn't like the well. No, I don't want to show you that one because
Yeah,
But
I need
there
to
was
go.
one that I loved. And it was a girl in. Oh, there we go. Oh my god.
I can't move or else I'm gonna fuck up my. Ooh.
Was that
That is-
fucking cool?
That is very fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's a
Something
lot of
like
black.
That. Yeah, yeah,
I don't think he would. I bet you he doesn't seem like the type to like blast black like that.
yeah,
I bet you he would do some more negative.
yeah.
But that's a clean tattoo.
But now, now
you see,
Yeah.
you can see. I mean, you saw firsthand.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it okay if I put your phone here? Or do you
yeah,
need it back?
yeah. You throw it wherever you want. Throw it on the floor.
Oh,
Yeah,
and but yeah, you saw you were saying that the scabbing thing, like like black tattoos, like even when that heals.
yeah. He said we can.
you'll touch it up.
Yeah, he said we can probably go over it, like if we need to.
Yep. Yeah.
And
and
when I
had
showed
plenty-
him, he was like, "Yeah, it looks like it's healing good."
Yeah,
So,
that's what I was saying.
yeah.
It looks fine. It's just
yeah.
heavy.
It's just being paranoid too.
Yeah, and it's
you
your
know?
first big tattoo.
Yeah.
It's normal. But yeah, that's normal. I mean, this tattoo I had to get touched up
Okay.
because it had spots like that. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fucking, going over it over and over again. Like you're gonna scar it a little
Yeah.
bit just tattooing the same spot with fucking just filling it in.
Yeah.
Like that's why like when you see people with like blackout tattoos,
Yeah.
like I don't
Oh, no.
I mean it must just take they must have to do that like fucking 17 times.
Yeah.
Like let it heal for 3 months, go
Damn.
back, touch it up.
Yeah.
Let it heal for 3 months, go back, touch it up. Because like to cover your skin entirely, it would require a lot of ink. And then there's certain things that just, your body like kicks it. It does what it's trying to do, which is
Yeah.
remove the ink.
Yeah.
Like that's the goal. That's what it wants to do is to reject the ink.
Wants to get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean it's a
Bit of
foreign
love for red on
entity
this thing.
inside of your body.
Yeah.
But yeah, that night would be fucking dope.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd like to see some more like custom stuff done in his style. I do like getting tattooed by him, so I'm going to continue that and probably just get something else on my leg. But, I was going to say when I said this podcast is going great, what I was going to say is, because people always ask me, they're like, well, what is it about? What's your podcast about? And I'm like, therapy, I guess. It's the only
It's a
time we
therapy
get a
session.
chat.
Yeah, it is.
But
Well, it really is not much different than just our Discord calls.
no,
over the years.
exactly. I
This
just
was
don't
just
get
the
on
same-
Discord that much.
No, yeah, I mean, you're
But you're busy.
This was fucking.
Yeah.
This was our 2 a.m. Discord calls.
Yes.
Like once a week regularly, anyways.
Yeah.
Just shooting the shit, just fucking talking about whatever.
Yeah.
Same
Playing
thing.
Dwarf Fortress.
Playing dwarf.
I'm gonna go back on that.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into it.
Have they put in anything new?
They're about to come out with adventure mode.
Ooh.
So you get.
I'll try that.
Yeah,
But
Rome. And,
I'm addicted to Tarkov. So.
yeah, no, you are.
I mean, it's the dopamine, dude.
It's the dope.
It is a true. It is like it really does. Like,
Will
that-
you stop when the wipe is over? When
I'll
there's a
probably
new
just
wipe?
restart.
Really?
I'm
God, dude.
really hooked.
You're not gonna take a break,
No,
bro.
like,
Come play
it's just,
Tekken. I gotta take a break from Tekken. By
It's
the
frustrating you. Are you at the wall? Are you at the rank wall?
way, I hit a wall with the new character Reyna. She's
Mm-hmm.
extremely complex. She's got like a billion stances. And I've just gone back to Asuka. And like with Asuka, like she's simple and like I can fuck you.
Yeah.
Like I don't, like Reyna, like I'm the same rank with both of these characters, and like
It just
Asuka,
feels
like
better with
I can
Asuka.
just also like I know her better,
Yeah.
because I used to play her, and I'm better at fighters now. But Reina, it's just like, what the fuck, and she doesn't have a lot of lows either.
Yeah.
So Asuka, like I like mixing up lows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reina has a hell sweep. It kind of sucks,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fighters, you definitely like get to those little
Yeah.
ruts.
That's what.
Where
Yeah,
you have to like work through it
Yeah.
and like, usually end up like in the fucking, in the hyperbolic goon chamber,
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
laughing.
Fucking-
Just
yeah.
fucking playing against it, just practicing the same shit over
Yeah.
like mindless fucking autism stuff.
I literally wanted to like take my fucking control, my fight stick, and like call up Christian and be like, "You want this shit? Come
Oh,
get
you
it."
don't wanna smash
Fucking-
it?
Yeah. Well, I do want to smash it.
Yes,
You're like, yeah, I just threw it away, bro. Sorry.
Smash.
Smash.
Good. But yeah, no, Tarkov's been really good. But today they just
Yeah.
released a like they do events
Yeah.
mid wipe usually every single time, like
Yeah.
mid patch or mid wipe
Yeah.
to like gives people something to do and stuff. I didn't even try it yet, but it's just like there's like bonfires and shit with like more like weird cultist shit.
Oh, that's cool.
That you like light the fire and then it's like
Yeah.
hordes of these like cultists come at you and fight you.
Oh, that
And
sounds
this
really
is in
cool.
raid.
Yeah.
So like you're still worried about just the normal shit of a raid.
Okay.
But you're also like doing like an in-game event and then trying to fight all the waves. And then I think at the end, if you defeat every
There's
single
like
wave,
waves,
yeah, there's waves
Oh,
of these
fuck.
cultists that
Yeah.
like attack you.
like huge groups of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then at the end of it, it's really new. People
Yeah.
are still trying to figure it out. It literally came out this morning.
Okay.
And if you wipe every single wave, like an in-game
Yeah.
fucking NPC comes to you, like the leader comes and like gives you fucking gear and shit,
Oh,
like
shit.
drops you items and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Like I said, it's all
You're gonna
new.
have to try it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm definitely gonna try it. People are kind of, they're always upset about whatever.
Yeah.
Is all you can see is the Reddit, and that's all Reddit is. Of
course,
just
yeah.
complaining. I do understand. Well, first of all, like, they put the game back into winter mode because
Okay.
obviously maybe they planned like they got rid of snow
Yeah.
like 2 months ago, and now they just added snow again.
just got it back.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
like it's winter again.
Winter.
Yeah, because I bet you they were working on this a while ago
Yeah.
and just didn't finish it.
Okay.
But I like it and I appreciate that they try and do like new things and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. But at this point with a game in development for this long,
Yeah.
with as many bugs as it has, like they shouldn't be doing that stuff. Like
Okay.
they should be spending this time and resources they spent to build this event, which sounds cool. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. It's cool to put new content into a wipe to make people have some fun and change things up for them. Like that's all good shit. But that's under the pretext that your game is already functioning
Yes.
as designed. And now it is early access.
Yeah.
But whatever
That
the
doesn't
fuck
mean
means.
shit.
It's been like
Yeah.
8 years
Yeah.
or 9 years of this shit.
Yeah.
So like, and they have some, this wipe has some pretty bad, but like the one that's really bad, it's a two that combine into one because
Okay.
of how they work. If you have binaural audio on, which
Yeah.
I don't know what that does. You know what binaural? Maybe you do.
No.
I have no fucking clue.
No.
Whatever. It's a setting. If you put it on,
Yeah.
and you're wearing any form of headset that like extend your hearing in game, it gives you an audible pop anytime a player enters like 100-meter radius of you.
What
It's
the
directional too,
fuck?
so you can literally
It's like
just
some DayZ shit.
it's radar.
Yeah.
It's literally
Yeah.
radar. So
Okay.
when you're walking around, you will just as long as you're not running
Yeah.
and making a ton of noise, you can just
You'll hear
you'll
the
know
pop.
when someone enters your bubble.
Okay.
So you have it might not be a player, it might be a scav.
Yeah.
Sometimes bullets do it, weird shit does it, but something is there.
Yeah.
Now that mixed with the other bug that's in the game, which I think is by design under certain if it meets certain criteria. If you are what I think it's supposed to be is if you crouch and you do how you can move your movement wheel,
Yeah.
like you can move
Yeah.
faster
I
and
love
slower.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool. The movement and the tactical
Yeah.
stuff is awesome in that game.
Oh yeah. Reminds
If
me
you
of
crouch, if you crouch and you reduce your movement to 0, like the slowest speed, you make 0 noise.
Arma. Okay.
Absolutely no noise. So you can walk around.
Yeah.
You're crouching and you're moving slow, but you make absolutely no noise. By design, I think it was supposed to work if you were underweight.
Okay.
So like if you were very light, which
Yeah.
is rare, you'd have to specifically run a kit that was designed to be lightweight.
Okay.
So maybe some lighter armor,
Yeah.
a small gun.
So kind of like
you-
trying to incentivize like
yeah,
new
being
builds
a
and-
light,
yeah.
making some difference in builds. Then that would happen. I think that was
Okay.
the
But
purpose
it's
of it.
broken.
It's broke.
Okay.
you could have fucking 80 kilograms of fucking weight on you, fucking like 220 pounds of gear, and crouch, and you are dead silent. So that mixed with the radar, what happens is a lot of people are shit at combat, at PvP in that game, because there's a lot of people who are just straight garbage at PvP and Tarkov, because honestly, you could be really bad. No, just kidding. No, but you could be really bad and never know. Yeah. Because it's rare that you like get in a firefight and realize that you're bad at shooting or whatever. You usually just get like gunned down and you're like, oh, that was that. Yeah. So what happens is people hear the pop, they immediately crouch and go to slow. Gotcha. And go stealth. Yeah. It's called crabbing. So they crab. They just insta crab. Yeah. So the second these people hear pops, they just vanish.
That's fucked up.
So you hear nothing.
It's pretty game breaking.
It is. Yeah. And then the only way you can play around it is to also sit there and listen for it. Okay. There's nothing you can do about the crabbing unless you want to join in on the crabbing. Yeah. And then you're in a crab fest, which is just a dead silent
crab
thing.
Fight.
Yeah, whereas all you can hear is
crab people.
Crab people. Yeah. ADSing still makes noise. So like if they ADS at you, you'll hear it. Okay. But it still doesn't matter. They can literally they could walk up a fucking they could walk up like normally you walk on metal and shit, makes a ton of noise. They could literally walk up a fucking 100 flight of stairs of metal stairs and make zero noise.
That's
and like
crazy.
You turn around and they're standing behind you. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like
that is nuts.
So yeah, those two, but like things like that. So those are
annoying.
great game changing bugs that are in the game right now. We didn't need an event. No. Like we needed those
to fix
fixed.
This.
Yeah. So like
how hard could it be?
I think their code at this point is an absolute nightmare.
Just spaghetti.
It's got to be. Imagine. So they don't seem. I've never heard of like Russians being good at coding, right? Other than like malicious shit. But like they're not known. Like you don't ever hear about like Russian companies building like crazy cool. Like they don't. No. It's not. It's not what they're known for. So I don't think they have a great development team. Okay. And then to imagine the amount of, even if you did have a really good development team, just time, even if you were looking at your own notes on code of something you did 8 years ago, it would be confusing. Right. Oh yeah. And then on top of that, they probably had different people come in, different plans, everything like their code's got to just be fucking spaghetti. Just a wild. Yeah. I'm sure that they don't know anything that's happening in their code. I'm sure that they're just layering shit on top and hoping they don't break anything else. And the way they test it is just by putting it live.
How the fuck does sound work in our game?
Because every single time they put stuff in, there's usually like 13 more bugs that reappear or old bugs that come back. It's got to be just because they're not correcting anything. Yeah. They're just putting new layers and just hoping that like it doesn't crumble. Yeah. So that's my guess, is that they literally don't know how to fix it. Like it's the same thing. Like there is still in a tactical game that is based around sound and movement. There's no, you can't hear up or down. Okay. You can't tell. It's all one level. Like, and that's been in the game. That's since day one. It's been that way. Yeah. And there's also certain zones on those levels that if you're one level above, there's certain areas that you can't even hear at all because they're like, it creates like an entirely new sound environment for them. So like somebody could be like in arm's distance to you, but they're on this like above you platform that isn't in your sound fucking world. So they just don't make sound at all.
Sound world.
Yeah. Oh God, like there's certain stairs, like there's a couple stairs in customs that you can literally just run up because the sound is locked to those stairs. So unless you're in the stairs with them, you can't hear them. Okay, so they can just sprint up the fucking stairs.
So all their sound is
completely dead to you. Okay. They don't even need to crab. They can just fucking sprint up.
Do you think Tarkov is the most popular this wipe?
Yes.
It's ever been?
No, I don't know about ever been. Yeah. But this, I'd say in the past.
I always feel like each wipe, it gets more and more. Like every time there's like a big wipe.
This wipe is definitely. I mean, I haven't played a lot. I haven't played in like fucking 5 years. Yeah. Okay. But I've like looked at it. I've always like kind of checked in and stuff. This wipe, I think like performance wise, the changes to the gameplay and stuff, like this is definitely like people are the happiest with this wipe. I mean, it's the most fun I've had on a wipe. Normally I get much more frustrated by now and quit because I always hated like the clunkiness of the game. But now like the guns feel great.
Movement's better.
They put in vaulting and stuff. So like you can just quickly vault over everything. Like if you hold space, you can go over anything like that's a reasonable height. So like all that was the thing I hated the most in Tarkov was like when you walk around a corner and your fucking tactical operator walks into like a 2-inch rock and then stops moving.
Then you start
get
moving
shot
your
in the
gun
head,
up like this.
and you're
it's
stuck.
Like, why is my gun
you can't
up
sprint.
my head?
You can't sprint. You can't do anything because
you ever do that where you hold your gun up there?
Tactical fire.
Yeah. You ever use that?
I've never actually used it. Okay. Smoke, that streamer, I've told you about him right before. That dude should be like, they should use him to make fucking commercials for their game. He uses every single stance and all those cool ass. Most people don't use those, but he'll kill people with that. Okay. Which is really cool. Like he'll literally stick his gun like over the fucking top of cover.
Like reminds me of fucking Siege, and I fucking hate Siege. Fucking
watching them that
like
shit
fish
is
around.
No. Yeah, I don't. That to me, I mean that you can't movement. The only movement abuse you can do in Tarkov is Peeker's advantage. Okay. That's still in the game. Okay. But most people are just so afraid of like fighting and stuff that they don't even do that. Like most people just wait. So like I'm cool with it because I like to abuse it.
There you go. Okay.
Like I like a lot of people hate close quarters combat in Tarkov. I really enjoy it, but I also abuse the Peeker's advantage. Like I don't ever I'm never gonna sit. Like most people when they hear something, they just stop and hold a corner. Okay. That in every other shooter is a great move. Not in Tarkov because literally the person who pushes you, they have like a solid second on their screen before you even see them. Really? So like, and it really, before it was never that bad. Do you remember the old clip that showed it? It used to be really bad. Like it was like you had like 3 seconds before the person even saw you on their screen.
I feel like that's happened to me a lot though.
Yeah. Well, that what used to, it's better now. Their netcode is better, but it still exists. But it's really highlighted in Arena because Arena has kill.
I was going to ask you about Arena. Oh, can you hand me my phone by the way? Just toss it. Yeah, toss it.
But yeah, Arena has kill cam. Okay. So you can actually see on their screen versus what you saw. So you watch on their screen, you're like, oh shit, like I didn't even, he fucking ran out and shot me. And on my screen, I never even saw him.
That's weird.
So like, you get to see the real-time desync and stuff. Like you're like, how do I get shot behind cover? You're like, you weren't shot behind cover. It's just on your side, the server didn't even register that he was there yet. But the bullets did. You know, you're dead. Or like you shoot and you're like, how the fuck did I not kill him? But on his screen, your character wasn't even shooting because he Peeker's advantaged you. Your bullets didn't even happen in his game yet because he was already like a second advantage over you. So, and Arena, and I think too that the whole Arena thing was just a huge fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it's a fail
for them. Okay, I don't mind it. Yeah, like I'll play it like occasionally and stuff. I don't think it's bad. I still like Tarkov more, like normal Tarkov more. Yeah, because it has that dopamine. Like that's why I'm playing.
Right. You don't need to like just play matches.
Yeah, I mean, I like PvP, but like I want to take things from people. That's always been my thing.
You want their stuff.
Yeah, I want their stuff. I want a permanent thing taken from them. But I think that's what's going on now. Like that's why they put the MTX shit in. Like they put that into. Like you can buy skins now.
Oh, that's cool. I don't mind skins.
No, I don't either. But I think that's why they've been kind of scrambling this wipe and not handling like any of the actual problems with the game. I think they're trying to recoup the money they spent on Arena.
Okay,
because they spent a ton of money on Arena because it was supposed to be like esports ready, fucking
esports,
big
dude.
thing. Yeah,
I'm so done with esports.
Nobody touches it. Yeah. There's like I think it has like 500 viewers on Twitch.
Gotcha.
And like 1,000 players or something. Like
it's like a separate category on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's called EFT Arena. So but it is entirely dead. Like you're like nobody.
Yeah, who wants to watch that?
I mean, it would be cool.
Yeah.
It like if it ran better. Yeah, well, I mean, to me, it just seems like if they put like a search industry, it'd be like just a cooler CS:GO.
You know, it'd be cool is if we took
Dota 3
prisoners and made them do that. Gamer. You know, it's like like real life.
And we got Gerard Butler.
I'm not just not paying attention on my phone, by the way, but I wanted to mention
done with this conversation.
Yeah, no. I wanted to. He's just been talking over here. I'm just looking at I'm playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, I'm fucking done with this.
But no, we got our first big short.
Oh yeah, what is that? I didn't look at it again.
Yeah, it was the one about the filing cabinet sounding like slot machines. Yeah. But I wanted to read some of the comments because some of them were really No, it's so funny. It's like who cares? Yeah,
it's shitty people, right?
Yes,
yes. It's gotta be. What else? Why else? Nobody cues in to say something nice.
No. It's just angry people. Like the nice people just leave a like and move on,
or they do
just
nothing.
Move on. Yeah,
they do nothing. Like when I like things, I just move on. I don't go and comment like I love this video.
Love it.
Yeah. Send in love.
So Psycho Kane said the file cabinets do not sound like slots at all.
How dare you?
Then the next person, Buttqueef 9900.
He sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, sounds fine.
Yeah.
Lame video.
It's not even a video. It's a short. It's a 6-second clip.
Guap97, I kind of like this because he, obviously was seeing my teardown footage. He said, "The fuck are you playing? Get on Tark."
I feel
that.
Yeah, well, I love that though. I love seeing that in the videos when people are like, "What is this game?"
Yes.
I like that nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I like to lie to them.
Yeah.
And say something completely
Modded
unrelated.
Minecraft.
Yeah, or just like Fortnite, just something that not answer them
Turok.
to frustrate them
Yes.
more. Just give them no information about anything.
I like the people who actually think it's Minecraft.
Yes. Yeah.
But it will always be teardown. I'm almost getting to the point where I'm not liking it. I liked it last time, but sometimes like there's certain chapter moments where it'll like I'm in the
Is there
part
an actual
2.
story, like an arc?
I think so.
You
I
haven't
think
paid
so.
attention.
And no, I haven't. Yeah, there's like
I
emails and stuff, but I got to the part 2 of the game, and
Yeah.
this is the part where they started introducing like things that shoot
You were,
at you.
you were fighting.
Yeah,
in that video.
and I didn't really like care for that. It's just like I
was
just want
super
to.
confused. I didn't even know that was in that game.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't
know there
either.
was combat.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm being shot at by a
Like
robot
robots.
and
Yeah.
a fucking helicopter.
I do love robots.
I do, and dragons.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I like. Dude, we got to play Dota.
Robot dragons.
I think it's time to play Dota. It's getting there.
I still watch.
Yeah.
Every
can play.
morning.
We can play.
I always Gork is like
Yeah.
my morning routine. I put Gork on.
Pudge is
Is he
he's
back?
a heavy pick right now. I think he's like above 50% picked
I
in
still
Dota
can't.
2.
I mean, I wonder what they plan on doing. I wonder if they plan on making a Dota 3.
No.
What are they gonna
MOBAs
do?
are done.
You think they're just done with it?
I think they'll make something.
Did you see the
They'll
new-
make an entirely new game.
Did you see the new Gladiator auto chess
No.
on Dota?
No.
Dude, it's very cool.
What is it?
I think it's called Auto Gladiator or
Is
something.
it?
It's a mod.
Dota mod.
It's a Dota mod. Oh. And it's a one-on-one
Auto Gladiator.
something Gladiator. I'm sure you could find
Auto Gladiator Dota 2.
It's
Okay.
fucking really cool.
Gork.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where I saw it. Is Gork playing it? But it looks really fucking cool. It looks very similar to auto chess, except simpler because you're just one hero. You just draft a hero.
Yeah.
And you play as that hero, and then you level them up with a bunch of different skills, and it's an auto battler. But it looks really fucking
This
cool.
looks cool.
Yeah.
This looks cool, dude.
I mean, auto chess was awesome.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That was like maybe one of my because it came out right as Artifact flopped.
And the rank, dude.
Yeah.
Got a
Oh
rank.
my god.
Started
dude.
out with
Queen
rank.
Knight.
Yeah, dude.
King.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
dude.
It was like right away. You got a rank. You got
Yeah.
a fucking tangible. Being
How did
better.
they do that with a mod?
I don't know. And
And then they dropped the ball. That company that
yeah.
made the mod.
Yeah, well, because they didn't do anything with it, right?
Well, Valve approached them. Like Valve invited them to Seattle. They're
Just a
Chinese
group of
mod
guys?
makers, and they brought them over there. And they offered them something, and
They said
those
no.
guys were just like, "Nah, we're gonna make it on our own." And now it's just like some shit on Epic Game Store, and it's like no one plays it.
Yeah.
It's like you fucking
Why
idiot.
would
You
not
could have
take-
been millionaires.
I mean, Valve, as far as companies goes, like,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be like
Yes.
a good choice. Like
don't-
Steam is good shit. Like
Yeah.
like as platform wise, I mean, they do cool like that I didn't even realize they still do the family sharing thing. You know,
Yeah.
they do that still.
They just made it better.
Did
Actually,
they make it even? I saw a post. I didn't look into
they
it, but
just made it even better. So
Yeah.
now on Steam, if you're family sharing with someone, and like on the same account, you can both be playing different games at the same time.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So like it's just region based, right? So you could just be
Yeah.
like all my buddies,
Just sharing. Yeah.
me and the boys.
Yeah, hop on, boys.
Yeah, have fucking one account,
Yeah.
and we all fucking play together. Like,
Yeah.
everyone just shares a library. Like that's really fucking cool. Until one of them cheats and your whole account gets
Yeah.
banned.
And then you're done. You got a
get
vac
vaxxed.
ban.
Yeah.
You get
You
ordered.
You get your
You
vac
get
badge.
renegated.
You get renegated. Yeah. Yeah. No. Fucking. Yeah, but no. Tarkov's been good. Tarkov's been a lot of
Good.
fun.
Good.
I've been enjoying
I'm
it.
eager for you to be
leave.
done with it, though.
Yeah, it's been
come
yeah.
back to
Like
reality.
I said, I'm surprised that I've
Come
been
play
enjoying
Crusader
it.
Kings.
Yeah, I'm just fucking hooked,
Yeah.
dude.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm just.
sucks.
It's got its.
I gotta go like
filthy
this. I gotta go
claws
get
into
you
it.
like banned.
Yeah, yeah.
You'd just buy another account though, wouldn't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
Just start fresh.
How many hours do you have?
I think. Well, I don't know this wipe.
Yeah.
But like overall, since I've started, probably like 400.
400. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Oh.
have many hours.
I
in it.
thought you were gonna say like 4,000.
No. I mean, I just play at night.
Yeah.
So really, I get
Gotcha.
like a couple hours.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I don't have the.
You don't play like all day.
No, I wish.
Yeah. Okay.
I would.
Yeah. But you got a baby and
Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't have the. Don't have the man hours.
are you playing X-Wing still?
Yeah. We're doing the league thing. The league is really cool in it.
Yeah.
That online league. Like
Okay.
it's really there's like literally like 160 people in it.
That's insane.
170 people
That's
in it.
crazy.
It's fully organized. Like
Yeah.
and to bring that amount of people together in any aspect in an organized manner is cool.
Yeah.
You know, like they do a draft. Like that's how we all get on. We got drafted onto teams.
Okay.
There's like 10 different teams.
You're playing with like strangers or?
Yeah, well, mostly I got drafted. The guys from the shop here drafted me onto their team.
Okay.
So like I'm at least with a couple of the guys we know. So like you know,
my neck hurts. I'm trying to figure out the position, dude.
Upside down. You need one of those inversion tables.
Yeah. Those things are fucked up.
Those are cool. They do feel
They're
nice.
cool, but like I feel
temporarily.
like if I see that at your house, like I'm assuming you're a fucking freak.
Yeah, you gotta be doing some weird shit.
You're doing some weird sex shit.
Yeah, what are you doing in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta, what's that?
Getting on the
what's that
inversion table
What's the
and
swing
fucking
next
tied
to that
down?
thing?
Yeah.
But
what's the septic tank doing?
Yeah, what's a septic? Why do you have that suit?
Yeah.
Are you using the snorkel for your workouts or? But what were you saying? I don't remember. Inversion tables.
How was your drive over here?
The same.
Yeah.
The same.
Fucking
Fucking stop at the
sucks.
gas station. Fucking. So that's a good point. That reminds me of problem. This is not exactly something I have, but that's a good question. If you're at a crowded location, like you're at the fucking supermarket or whatever on a fucking Saturday morning, super cram-packed
Terrible.
parking lot. Yeah, terrible
Costco.
experience. Yeah, giant parking lot, things full to the brim. There's people driving around. You're leaving.
Yeah.
And you get in your car. What are you doing? Are you in a rut? Like, do you care? Are you like, what are you doing when you get in your car? Are you moving quickly? Are you trying to get out of there? Do you take your time? Do you give a shit? Or
I do give a
your,
shit. I try to get out safely.
Safely?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's, yeah.
Well, so are you cognizant of like the people waiting and stuff then?
People waiting
For
as
parking
in
spots.
for my spot?
Yeah.
Like if I'm walking out?
Yeah, you're walking to your car.
Oh, I'm not in
You're
my
leaving.
car yet?
You're leaving.
Oh,
You're about to get in so you're walking to your car. You see.
I don't
want to.
I don't want to be followed by someone.
Yeah, well, and you just did this. Like 30
So-
minutes
so-
ago, you were the guy in the car circling looking for a spot.
If someone, yeah, so you're gonna think I'm a real piece of shit. So if I walk to my car and you have followed me to my car, or even if you are in a car and you pull up in the spot behind me, like I will just sit there. I will go on my phone. I'm like, okay, well, I don't have to leave yet. You know, no one say. I might even get out of my car and go somewhere else.
Why do you do this?
I don't know.
Is it a power thing?
Maybe.
I think that's what it is.
It might be.
I think most people do it as a display of power.
Yeah,
'Cause
it might.
like-
It might be.
yeah.
I'm also really lucky with parking too.
Do you just always show up with the first spot?
Yes, I always get the front.
So you
row.
don't experience what that guy's
No,
experiencing.
no,
You just
yeah.
get the end of it. Just
Yes.
sitting in your car. I think that encompasses a larger thing.
Yeah.
Though, like that. But I think that is the biggest version of it that most people see.
Yeah.
But it's just I'm always so surprised when I see people like that.
Yeah.
Who are not cognizant of their surroundings of people. Like I'm always like what is happening? Like to me it's either got to be that what you just said where
Yes.
like they know
Yeah.
and it's like a display of like fuck you, or they're brain dead donkeys. Those
So
are the only two things that make sense to me.
I don't like really. I've done that. But I don't typically do that. I really like. I don't want to be followed in my car.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
But
Like
I mean,
I just
what
want
if you were-
to. I just
you
want
were
like
doing-
if
you were
someone's
driving around looking for a
if someone's
spot,
if I'm going down like a row and then someone's like following me, like, oh, I'm gonna get this person. Like I'll cut to the next row. Like
But if
it's like,
you were in your car, would
Yeah.
you do that? And you were looking for a spot?
I
What if
would-
you just drove around for 15 minutes around a
Yeah.
parking lot and you see a guy leaving? What are you going to do? You're
I'm
going to
gonna follow
drive past him?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, you're going to follow him.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tactfully follow him.
Well, what do you
you
mean?
know,
Like,
I'm gonna-
you know what's
you know,
going on.
yeah.
It's all the same. You just did it.
But also that's not gonna happen to me because I'm just gonna pull into the front
'Cause you're
spot.
you're
it's
never
just gonna
gonna
be there
experience
for me
that.
already.
Yeah.
That's
but-
how it works.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
it's a crazy thing to me. Like even like
Yeah.
it's the same thing if you're in like a long line.
Yeah.
You know, and the person's up there and like they get to the line and then they're like fumbling through their pockets and stuff. Like we just sat in line
Yeah.
for 10 minutes waiting to get to the front of the line.
Yeah.
And you started in the back, so you experienced the wait.
Yes.
You watched people go up and
Yeah.
probably do the same stupid shit you're doing right now, which is fumbling through your pockets. Like, why aren't you ready?
Oh yeah.
Get ready.
Oh yeah.
Fucking get your stuff out.
That fucks me
Get your
up.
card
Yeah,
out.
that absolutely.
Be ready to do it. Like they get up there and they look surprised.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking
Money?
Like, what's happening? Are you that fucking stupid that you literally could get to you? What did you do the
Yeah.
past 15 minutes in line? Were you just in fucking la la land? Like, is your brain that slow that it just processed to you? Like, oh shit, I'm next. Must walk. You know, like I don't. That shit is wild to me. I'm
I
always
think so the parking thing also. I say I always park in the spot,
Yeah.
in the front spot. I don't really mean that. I do.
just take
I do
whatever
always
spot's
get lucky.
available.
Like if there's no spots,
Yeah.
I will always get a spot.
Yeah.
But if there's like many, like if I go to a supermarket, I'm never trying to go to the front. Like
Yeah.
I'm always parking in the very way back where there's like no cars parked.
Yeah.
Just like period.
Yeah. Well, how about this? You're walking to the store through the
Yes.
parking lot.
Yes.
Where do you walk?
Oh, I'm not going to get in people's way.
Yeah. Are you?
You know-
Are you paying attention? Are you?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
That's another.
I'm trying to not be like because I do hate when people are just like walking in the middle. People do it in this neighborhood all the time.
Yeah.
and it's
Even
like,
with streets.
yeah.
There's sidewalks. People
Yes.
walk in the streets all the time. Why?
That fucks me up.
Yeah,
And
not
people,
only is it
that is a power thing, and I see that all the
You
time
think
in this
so?
neighborhood.
I don't know if that's bad. I think that's dumb.
I think it's a little bit of both because it's
Yeah,
like
maybe.
I'll be coming down, and these are one-way streets,
Yeah.
and people will be like, it'll be a group of people spread out wide in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
There's a sidewalk.
Yep.
It's a shitty sidewalk.
Yeah,
but
there is one.
But you're not aware. Like I'll be behind someone, and like it'll be like someone like pushing a stroller, and
Yeah,
I'll be
you're
like
like-
behind them.
Yeah. You're like, what?
So I did something fucked up. This actually brings me. I think this might have been mean, and like I was giggling about it. I told Sarah about it. I was like, "Was this mean?" So one way.
I ran her over.
I
She's
killed
gone
someone.
now. I think it could have been mean, but
Yeah.
no one caught me. So
So. Yeah, just some gas in my throat. This is a one-way street, and you know how you turn on this street to
Yeah.
get into my lot.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to burp, dude. It just won't come.
Just inside of you.
Yeah. There is someone standing out there
Yeah.
past the street that I turned left at, but they're like they're only like maybe like a few meters away from that little
Meters.
turn.
What are
Yeah,
you,
I don't
Canadian?
fucking know. Tarkov terms. I'm trying to make you understand. And this woman is staring up at the condos up there. She's
Yeah.
just like staring, and I'm coming down the road.
She's in the road.
She's in the road, but she's past where I'm going. Like I'm
she's
going to
still in
turn
the road,
before,
looking up,
but she
too.
hasn't noticed me, and so I just go on my merry way. And honestly, I probably was going a little bit faster than I normally do, and I did not turn signal. And finally, like when I got to the part where I was like about to turn, she finally looks,
Yeah, wrecking
and she's like, but like I was, and then it's like I'm already turning, but it probably to her looked like I was
You're
about
just
to
gonna fucking run her over?
fucking smack her.
Maybe
And,
you taught her. Maybe
that's
you
probably that's probably mean, but
That
I
probably is a little
yeah.
bit. But yeah, that person to me,
Yes.
like the person who walks in the street, not only are you not cognizant of your surrounding, like to me, when I'm in any of those situations, my most the thing that is most on my mind, besides my own safety and the people around me safety, is secondly to respect other people's time.
Yes.
That's my second biggest thing, because I hate when my time isn't respected. Yeah, so like that's always what I'm thinking of. I'm always like, how can I be as efficient as possible to make everyone else's time quicker and give them more time? That's all I'm ever thinking about. So the person who's in the street, they break both of those rules fundamentally for me. One being,
That's the worst.
well, one being it's dangerous.
It is dangerous.
Why are you walking in the street when there's a sidewalk?
I had to teach her a lesson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
now she
like
knows.
really, like how are like you're at like if someone's not paying attention,
Yeah.
it's the same thing when you see like a person on a bike like trying to fight with a car, like or like when they're like mad, if they like go past the road, they like go through a a crosswalk and they like fling their hands up in front of like a car that was going fast, like.
Yeah.
Do that from the sidewalk.
Yes.
Because if that person wants to win the battle, you lose. You're on a bike. You're gonna
boy.
get turned to fucking pink mist. I never understood when they like run in the way of the car and they're like, "Whoa!" It's like
you're
gonna die. That's a
preaching
giant metal box.
Okay, you know, preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
What's the opposite of that?
I don't know.
Dude, oh yeah.
Yeah, but that I think that
Yeah.
to me becomes the power thing where they're like trying. It's like a like standing in front of like an elephant or
yeah,
something.
like
they're
me,
like, I'm gonna
you know,
stop this car. It's like you're gonna die, dude.
Yes.
If the car really isn't paying attention, and they are in the wrong. The car
Yeah.
is in the wrong. You
Yes.
are in the right.
But you do,
But-
but on a bike, you do have to be conscious, and like
Yeah.
usually I am.
But even people walking do it too.
yeah.
On sidewalk. They
Yeah.
walk and they throw their hands up and stop. You ever
Yeah.
had that person who stops in the
Yeah.
side in the middle of the street and,
Yes.
and put their hands up? It's like,
What are
want
you
to
doing?
die?
What are you
Do you
doing?
want to die
Yeah.
today?
Yeah.
Because you're not. If the car is not paying attention and you're making your big scene, it's going to be a quick scene.
When we're-
'Cause you're just going to get fucking
It's
ran
gonna be very
over.
quick.
Yeah,
Pink
you're just gonna be
mist!
like, whoa, and
Pink
you just
mist!
fucking, and then you pop, and then everyone's like, he was right, but he's dead now. Like, was that worth it?
I always wait at the crosswalks to see if the car is going to stop.
Pay
Usually
attention.
they do.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I'm not going to.
But that's like when I'm walking.
I'm not
But
going
as
to go
far
out there and power stance the car to be like, slow down. You know, like I'll let.
there it is. There it
nice.
is.
You're cured.
It
Yeah,
tastes
I'll
like
let.
tacos for some reason. Oh, I had tacos today.
At one point, I had tacos in my life. But yeah,
we have. So when we first met IRL, we've been friends for 20 years at this point. 20 years.
It's a couple decades.
Been married for a while, but when we first met, we rented bikes.
Yeah,
so
those
you
little
saw how I
scooters.
am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
like
I did ride like a,
Yes.
and I didn't do anything like too dangerous, but like that is how I
how
go
you
about.
operate.
Like I do act like an asshole sometimes on the bike, but like I try to stay within like safe reason.
Yeah, to me, like I said, it breaks those two fundamental things for me, which is first off, protect yourself.
Yes.
Because people are fucking idiots.
Yes.
Don't go for even like I see a kid riding a bike, like a young kid, like an 8-year-old kid riding.
You just
want to
smash him.
Yeah, I just want to crush him. I want to pick him
Pink
up.
miss.
Yeah, but like riding a bike, they're riding a bike in the street, like no helmet and shit. I'm always like, who the fuck?
Oh, dude.
Like,
fucks me up.
Why?
The worst for me is
Because at that point, you're young enough that your parents can make you do it.
Yes.
If it's like a 15-year-old, okay. You're not going to tell a 15-year-old what to do.
No. When I was 15, my dad was a huge helmet stand.
Yes, but I'm sure you didn't wear one.
Not when I was 15 to like 16. I would take it with me and then I'd put it on the handlebar.
Like, that's for fucking
but like
nerds.
now, I'm like,
yes.
And also, one thing that fucks me up is there's a few things. If I see like a family, like a dad and a kid or a mom and a kid, and like the kid's not wearing a helmet, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Or the worst is, have you seen the ones where they have the fucking baby carriage on their bike?
If they don't have a fucking helmet.
No, a baby carriage.
Yes.
There's no helmets for babies. They have those things that are literal babies on a bicycle.
Wait, baby carriage.
It's a baby thing.
Yeah.
Like a carriage.
Not the thing being pulled behind.
No, it mounts on like as if it were like a back seat.
Okay.
So these or in front of them it's on their fucking handlebars. A baby.
Well, that's how I grew up. Yeah, I grew up on the carriage or the seat behind my dad.
Yeah.
And
that was also a different time.
It was.
People didn't care about.
I was
safety.
wearing a helmet though, but eventually
this is actual babies. I'm talking about. This is like a 1-year-old, 8.
Well, I was a baby riding a bicycle too.
Okay, yeah, but we didn't care. But but those people, like, if you were to even if you're the best bike rider in the world, things happen.
Your child's brains will be like the mountain, Clegane, dashing.
If you hit a rock and gear and fucking turn quickly, you're gonna like what? Why in any world does that make any sense to anyone? Like I see that all the time. Especially like people riding around with their little brand new baby on your bicycle. You're biking around.
You gotta be prepared for danger and emergencies like at all times.
Yeah.
And I was telling my coworker this. I was like, I don't know why this came up, but I was telling him, I'm like, it is really, I used to want to do a thing called like bike packing, where I would just like
you ride a bike
backpack on a bike and go like camp.
Make a camp.
Yeah, and I was like, and it's a very enticing thing to like want to go backpacking or bikepacking, go camping, and like not bring a phone. It's like, oh man, I want to like disconnect, but it's like, and that's like so cool. Yeah, and like it doesn't matter how experienced you are. It's like, well,
people
don't,
you don't plan to fucking have that.
Yeah, no,
I never understood.
No,
like,
you don't plan.
I'm good at.
Yes.
I'm good. It's like that means nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like,
people go out like, today. I'm going to crash and die.
Yeah. If there is an emergency and you don't have a way to contact people, that's. One that I saw, me and my dad are so funny.
Yeah.
But we saw a guy riding down the street on a bicycle, and he had his helmet on his handlebars. And he was an adult man, and we were both just like, we were bantering about it. We're like, oh well, if he starts to feel in danger, he can put the helmet on. Or if he starts falling,
he
can
just
crashing. I think I'm going to need this.
That to me, that's the dumbest form of thinking. Yeah. Like when people are like, I'm not gonna. What do you mean? Like I've never had that. It's never happened. I've been riding bikes for 30 years, never crashed. It's like that's the stupidest form of thinking on the planet. Like nobody plans. Have you ever heard of an accident?
Yes.
Do you know what the word accident means?
It can happen without you getting hit by a car too.
Yeah.
It's not just you being. Yeah. You could be the best.
Yeah. Anything could happen. Yeah. You get hit by a fucking meteor. Anything could fucking happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah. Like literally
protect your head.
Yeah. Like fucking. Why? Like take the fucking 30 seconds to think and like mitigate those risks, because it's not like hard to do. You just be like, oh, today I'm not going to walk on the street because today there could be a fucking kid driving around the corner reaching for his phone, and then he hits me going 30 miles per hour, and now me and my little family are dead because I'm a fucking moron and we deserve to be. But honestly, I find comfort in knowing that hopefully those people do get hit by a car,
Yeah.
and that's 3 less idiots.
That'll be done.
Yeah, that fucking
Time
gene
saved.
line is wiped
Yeah.
out. No more of them.
Yeah.
But somehow those fucking rat moron people will live on forever because God protects the fucking morons.
That's right, dude.
It does. Ignorance is bliss. The dumber you are, the safer you are. So just continue being a fucking idiot.
Just continue doing,
and you'll be fine.
So
because dumb people don't get hurt. They just fuck around all the time and do the dumbest shit on the planet, and they just go through life.
They're just done,
and that's it. No worries. So it's good. Be an idiot. Walk in the street.
do whatever the fuck.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
So that we got a little bit of time left.
Yeah,
but
we're in a rant there.
Yeah, so I grew up Presbyterian, and I was trying to tell Sarah, like, because she's Jewish, not ish,
culture,
very ish,
yeah.
Emphasis. But I was trying to tell her, like, what are some of the differences between, like, the different denominations.
Yeah.
And I'm like, like the main one, like I told her, I'm like, yeah, Presbyterians, Catholic, Baptists, and then I started going off on like some of them, and I'm like, and these ones I would even consider heresy.
Yeah.
And she's like, what's heresy?
What's heresy?
I'm like, I don't know, but I'm right.
I don't know, but these are heretics.
But
who are the heretics?
Well,
who's a heretic?
I would say, well, she asked me about Unitarian.
Unitarian,
and that's like, it's kind of almost like a church that's like a non-religion, but it's like everything.
These aren't
is
Christian.
Good. I don't know. I think it's like that's a part of it, but like also Buddha is in there.
Spiritualism,
kind of. And I was like, yeah, whatever that is, that's heresy.
Yeah.
But there's some more that are like closer to Christianity.
Do you think that's your inner Christian speaking?
Yeah, it's just me culturally.
Yes.
But I think, well, maybe, or
like
no, I do like believe that, but like
Yeah.
there's some, I don't know if it's some are really weird. I know Pentecostals speak in tongue, and then there's Episcopal.
Yeah, Pentecostals are the ones that, like,
I feel
you
like
see
one
the
of
videos
those
of them, and they're
is,
like the priest is up
Yeah.
there like, and he's
Yeah.
like, the Holy Spirit is coming through him.
Yes.
And that's like a thing. Like, and they're full in on it.
Yes.
Which, I mean, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm all for it.
But I think one of
Do
those
whatever you
bridges
want.
the line of what would be heretic
I
in
get it.
my like
Yeah, in
in
your
my perspective.
thing.
But I was like, well, I grew up Presbyterian, and like I know a little bit about it, like, but like, what is it really about? It's the whole idea is it's a democratic, governed church body.
Okay.
So there's like a greater thing.
It's
but
not
I was
just
like,
fucking made up people with big hats and
pretty much, yeah. But like less scary than the
Yeah.
Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
but,
not Catholic.
One of the big things is predestination, and I have like a different view on this, and I don't know.
So
if
assuming this, you're talking about the fact that
Presbyterians.
everything, or is that saying that everything is already predetermined for you?
Yes, and I believe that anyway.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't think like I. Oh no.
Yeah, no,
I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe in choice.
Okay.
Um.
So you don't think there's any free will?
No, not
Okay.
really.
That's
No.
cool.
Yeah.
No,
Like
that's
at all.
a
Yeah.
very yeah. So you think that literally every single aspect of your life is predetermined?
What is in the future is like we're the way like we're viewing like our life like is constrained to time.
Yeah.
We're like constrained to this like movement in motion in time. But like the future, what's there
You think
is
it's already you think it's
there. Like it's a matter of fact, it's there. It's just
Yeah.
like we are perceiving on this straight line, like at like whatever way that we're perceiving it. It's in motion. But
But what about
whatever's
so
in the
when
future
you are
already exists
faced
there.
with a choice?
Yeah.
You think that decision has already been made for you?
I mean, like you're like making that decision, but like that
It's already been
decision is
decided.
in the future. It already is there,
Yeah.
right?
But I mean, real time, you
Yeah.
get a choice put in front of you.
I think like
So it's like right now,
mean,
I say, "What do you want to go to get to eat?"
yeah.
You think that's predetermined,
So
or do you think there's
yeah,
some? Do you think there's some
a
flexibility?
little bit. I think well. So I think so. Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Whatever can happen will happen. I don't think that's a bad thing. I
Yeah.
don't think Murphy's Law, like it's always like equated to like if something bad
Yeah.
can't happen. It's like if it can happen, it will happen. My belief is just like if it can happen,
Well, we
that
can.
is the only thing that can happen.
Yeah, but we can.
There's nothing
go to,
else that
we
could
go
happen.
to a million
Yeah.
different choices right now.
Yeah, I could, but actually we can't.
Well, because one is already. So you do think one
Right.
is already chosen for you?
Yeah.
By what?
I think maybe like a few years ago, I would have probably just said that are genetic makeup and like molecules and like down to like whatever quantum physics is going on like in atoms. Like it is crazy. I would say that all is reacting and interacting with all the complex other things that are happening with it at the same time. But now, maybe there is like a soul aspect, but I just do think that, I mean, I think
so you
whatever,
think that so you think a higher power has created everything with a plan?
No. That's probably that. If I were still a Presbyterian, I would.
Oh,
that's
but you
what
think
I believe.
there is
Yeah.
so? But you think everything in the world already has a predetermined plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I'm not.
But
I don't agree with you. But I don't have
right.
any problems with any. Like I think everybody's viewpoints. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter. Like you can believe whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah. I
Doesn't
think
change anything.
I don't know if that's like a lot of what like so I read something last night that like totally differed from like what I thought I was being taught in church, but pretty much like what this thing said was Presbyterians believe that everyone who is going to heaven is already chosen, and they're not chosen for a reason other than God's love and pleasure.
Okay.
Is like he just chose those people. It doesn't matter what you do.
And they do believe in a hell. Do they?
At least we did, and I don't know if this like really is like aligned, because like thinking about that, it's like, well, why would you go to church at all? And the way I always thought about it was, well, I always thought like what you did allow you or disallow you into heaven, because I thought that if you did become a devout Christian, then that was your chosen path.
Yeah.
So then that would lead to
the
next thing.
Because I feel because if you are under the context of everything is predetermined, it would be hard to imagine that there is a higher power. Because why would there be bad people?
Well, I think
why would there be a pedophile? Why would Hitler exist? If something was creating a path for you, who the fuck would make that?
Well, I mean, already, that could be applied to like any Christianity. It's like, well, why sin? Why cancer? Why AIDS?
Because free will.
Like all that, right? Well,
that is why.
Yeah,
free will.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what you're saying.
Gotcha.
So that's why that exists, because we do have free will. And that's the only reason that does make sense.
Yeah.
Is because nothing in the world, no higher power would ever allow those things. Like who would allow a baby to die? Nobody would allow that. The only reason it does happen is because we do truly have free will, which is you are completely fucking it's you.
Yeah.
You were created, and now whatever the fuck happens, no matter how horrible it is, it's entirely up to you guys.
Yeah.
So that's how I look. But I could see, like I said, the only way predestination would make sense to me is if it was more like a scientific thing. Because I couldn't imagine, but it could be. It could be like maybe the higher power isn't a benevolent thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it wants good and bad, so maybe there is a balance to it. So I could see an argument from the other way too. Yeah. Again, like I said, I'm not on that side, but I could see it. I could see someone saying like, well, there needs to be balance.
Yeah.
To me, I would be like, yeah, but why? Again, why do you pedophiles? Why would there be a pedophile? Why would you ever make a pedophile?
Yeah.
If you were like, okay, here I am making the chess pieces of every single person's life, to every infinitesimal decision that happens in their life, I will decide for them prior to it happeing who would be like, I'm going to make fucking the subway guy. Like where the fuck did he come in? Why?
So is sin entirely a product of free will?
Yeah.
So then why free will in the first place?
Because because would you want to make if you were a being, so this is my own beliefs here. If you were a being,
black and white too, and we're fucking getting our civilization
So if you were a being of pure love and wisdom, so as all you wanted was to love and give purpose to things, and you were an infant, you had every power in the world, and you wanted to give that to things, would it feel good to make something that you forced to love you?
No.
So
no,
that's why free will exists.
But
if you're like, I can give all this love, I can do all this, I have infinite power.
Yeah.
If you just made a whole race of things that worshipped you and were perfect and did everything you wanted, that would probably get old. It would be nice.
It seems like from like the context of fucking everybody's favorite Bible book, Genesis. But like it seems like sin was introduced.
That's man.
Right.
Yeah, it's not introduced. It's
not.
just it's a thing. People, it's a choice.
Yeah, but like if
There was no original sin.
I feel
that's
like,
written in context for the fucking, like caveman people to understand where it came from. That's to also, I mean, the Bible is created to put blame on people and to shame people.
Right.
That's really what it is. It's a tool for man to shame another man into worshiping.
Of course.
Which works though for simpler people.
Yeah.
You couldn't, if God just fucking came down in a beam of light and was like, "Hey everybody, turns out I'm real.
Yeah.
Also, there's no hell. I just want you guys to be cool and good, and I exist, and just can you guys be cool and nice?" And like, that wouldn't work.
Right.
Because people would be like, "What do you mean? Like, so there is no actual bad? There is no, like, I can just do whatever the fuck I want?" Like, it would be chaos. People couldn't handle that. It'd be too much knowledge for people. So that's why it is veiled, and that's why it's hidden from people, and that's why they have simpler versions of it, which I think is like the Bible. Right. The Bible is just like, it's literally like fucking religion 101. Like, let's take a person who has like very small minded, like, let's
don't eat shellfish because you'll die.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking 800 BC.
Yes. Yeah. Like literally just like, let's put a swing on this to make it palatable for the everyday man, like let's fucking Joe Rogan this thing.
So do you think that if sin was, I guess, like, right? Because the whole idea is God didn't create sin, right?
He created free will,
right?
Which means in turn, I mean, he created, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
There is no.
But you would say that if all this shit was predestined, then you would say that God is evil.
Possibly. Or not a being of pure love and wisdom, because you couldn't be. No being of pure love and wisdom would create the pedophile, would create a rapist, would create
cancer.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that. There'd be no way you would ever do that.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Yeah, same category. Yeah. No, but so that. But I could also see the argument made that there is a being, but it's not this. It's an omniscient thing. Yeah. It's everything, and it wants balance. So it does create evil. It does create super good. It creates middle of the line. It creates everything. So I could see either one, but in my context, like I said, I see it as he was created. Yeah, he wanted things that would truly love him,
right?
And show
and choose to love him,
and not even him, just love in general. Just truly be a vessel of love and wisdom. And if you want that really to happen, it's like the ultimate form of teaching. Like, you can make somebody do something in front of you, but the most rewarding thing is if they go on in life and they take that lesson and they use it and teach it again. That's like, as a teacher, that's what you want. You want your student to actually retain that information and it matter to them, and then to go forward and do that in their life, teach others. So like, if you just took your student and fucking drilled a fucking, a brick into the side of his head that had the knowledge on it, like, you will now do this forever. You'd be like, I guess it's the same end game. Yeah. But does it feel as good?
It's like playing a single player game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, who the fuck cares? You're in complete control.
I think, I love like theorizing about like religion. Like I do like to like consider it like, I know like
it's
enough.
Healthy to
I
talk
know
about.
enough about Christianity.
You don't need to know anything.
Where I can talk about it. Yeah.
You don't. You don't need to know anything.
No,
just
you don't.
Fucking have your own opinion. You can think whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Like, people get like, I don't know. It's like, that's like religion, like all the fucking, it's just people putting fucking weird, nobody knows.
Pyramids.
It's all made up.
They made pyramids.
It's literally made up. It's fucking made up. All of it's made up. No one's seen anything.
Yeah.
So you could make a new religion right now. We could make one up. I could go outside and say, I found a fucking golden disc and start Mormon 2.
So then
like, you could do whatever the fuck you want. Like, literally.
So why, God, dude, I feel like we're starting the podcast too. We'll cut it right there and we'll start a new one. No, we're like
7 hours.
15 minutes.
Okay.
But so then why do you think that so considering what you just said, I've got a basis of kind of what I think that you believe. Yeah. But do you believe in intelligent creation?
Being that
like something intelligent created us?
Possibly.
Okay.
Could
possibly.
It's definitely possible. Yeah. I think that it's definitely possible that something came and altered with us. The only like precursor I have to all of that is that I do think that there are some things that we have that would require like a divine entity to create like something like master crafted, like even like our hands, like a hand or our eyes, our eyeball. An eyeball is a crazy fucking thing. like you wouldn't naturally, like it seems too advanced for a person to have an eye that sees in every spectrum, sees in color, fucking, dial, like all these crazy, like you said, even as simple as a hand. Like our hand is a perfect tool for everything.
Yeah.
Like it seems too good to be true to me that this would develop on its own.
Okay.
That something, it could be divine, it could have been a more intelligent creature, but I think somewhere along the line, there might have been a little touch, or I'm also open to the fact that maybe it did just develop, because crazy things do happen in evolution. Like you could, but to me, some of the things are
like
too
even
good to be true.
So like if we just like evolved from tadpoles,
which I do think
you accept that, but like at the same time believing in spirituality.
Yes.
So believing in the whole
I don't even think I'm also open to the fact that literally none of it had anything to do with God. Like he just created a thing with the knowledge of understanding how evolution and biology works and how life works. Yeah. And that it's going to evolve to live and survive and become better, because that's what everything does. That's the goal. It's to get better. It's to be stronger. It's to live longer. It's to do
be more better.
Yeah. Be more better. Yeah. Bigger number better.
Bigger number better.
Yeah. So like, even if that was the context. Yeah. But like I said, to me, there are some things that seem too advanced that like maybe it was an intelligent creature that came and altered with something to give us that, that version of it. Yeah. Cause it's like, you don't need that good of a tool. Like, why aren't we just like fucking like an alligator's an apex predator? Right. Why'd we move past that? Like that thing doesn't need anything else to be itself. It does.
They haven't changed in millions of years.
It's literally perfect. It's
sharks.
Perfect at what it does. It fucking lives forever.
Sharks, sharks were before trees.
Sharks are prehistoric. They're fucking those and alligators. Why would you ever change that? No. So to me, like I feel like those sort of evolution chains would have happened, and then somewhere along the line is where we dissect, and that's where I think either maybe an intelligent life form or maybe some sort of divine thing was like, okay, now like maybe let me just give a little curve in the line here. Okay, let me put a spin on it, or maybe not.
Let me part on you. First of all, watch that fucking movie that I told you to watch.
I do need to watch that.
What was it called?
What Comes at Night?
What Comes at Night?
Watch
that motherfucking movie. Please watch that movie. Because it's like everything that we have like discussed.
It looks really cool. And I also love that.
You will absolutely love it. It might be your favorite movie. I need to see it. I don't think I've ever suggested a movie to you before.
No, you haven't. So I need to watch it.
Yes.
Because it comes with great weight.
And then also watch, whenever you get the chance, not immediate, but watch Fourth Kind. If you haven't seen it.
Oh, is that the fucking that's the alien one?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it a very long time ago, and I remember another with the owls.
Yes.
I've seen it. I don't remember
It's like
anything.
almost found footage, but kind of not.
Yeah.
It's but it's a lot of like kind of like what you're saying. Well, I won't spoil it, but
no, I'm definitely open to the fact. I do think there was some form of intervention.
Proto-molecule.
Whether it be a fucking alien or a thing, but something created that. Yeah. There had to be something better, because I don't think we would have became this advanced. We would have just been like, like I said, like an alligator, a shark, a fucking chimpanzee. Like those are still in their world, in their realm. They're fucking masters of their realm.
Would you listen to an audiobook if I suggested one?
Possibly.
Okay.
What's it called?
It's people always say they've heard of this one, but it's not the one that you're thinking of. It's called A Short History of Nearly Everything.
Of Nearly Everything?
By Bill Bryson. Okay, and it's like, I wouldn't say it's like a TED Talk. Yeah. Because it's more informative than a TED Talk. TED Talks are fucking garbage. Yeah. But like it does go, it's pretty much like Earth and space science. Yeah. Like packed into like a cool ass book. Yeah. And like the audiobook is some cool ass guy reading it to you, and it's like it goes from like everything, and it's just really it's an interesting listen.
Yeah, I mean space in general.
Yeah, well, it goes and then it talks about like creation. Evolution and maybe like how human. It's also dated, so like some things aren't fact anymore. Yeah, but
no, I think all that stuff's wild.
I borrowed it from Soren. I never gave it back.
It's yours,
so yeah, it is.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I said, it's all really cool things, and I'm always. Like I said, I have my own beliefs. Yeah. But I want other
You're a
people,
Unitarian.
I guess.
Yeah.
Am I? Yeah. But I'm complete. All I want is for other people to have a belief. Yeah. In something, and then just have just even thinking about it, even if their belief is like I want to fucking kill people, like just just to think about it, because it helps. I think it's good. It helps develop you as a person. It creates like a standard of a human you want to be. It gives you purpose.
Yeah.
It gives you, it's just nice. It's a healthy thing to do, and half the time people start talking about it and then they're like, oh, wait, I don't even, like the more they think about it, they're like, I guess, because you don't really you don't explore that stuff.
Right.
I wish religion was that.
Okay.
I wish it wasn't fucking go to some weird building with a dude in a weird suit.
And no, don't ask
sing a
questions.
song. Yeah. I wish it was just a fucking conversation
Yeah.
that people had about whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't even, they could just go there and just bullshit for an hour and then call it church.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be about spirit. Just something in that, so that puts them into that mindset where they're thinking about, whatever. Something bigger.
I think people in general people who don't attend church need to learn how to organize in healthy ways like churches do.
Yeah. Yeah, just social.
Because churches are great for actually building a network and knowing people and and maybe we'll start the fear gym and that'll be
maybe I'm about to go outside and I'm gonna find my tablet, my golden tablet.
It's a good idea
from space.
That's
God
totally and
he
your
will take
golden
us,
underwear.
He will take us to his planet, and we will rule in silver hooved boots.
There we
or something.
We're going to see Book of Mormon.
Are you?
Yeah,
I heard it's great.
Oh, I hear it is too.
Yeah,
you should come.
Well,
yeah.
Have we done it?
Oh, we've more than done it.
We've done it.
Yeah.
How
it
long
hasn't
have we
been
been
recording for a while.
Shut it off an hour ago. How long has it been?
About an hour and 20.
Right.
Not bad. Yeah.
It's a pod.
So we gotta get back on our short grind though.
Yes.
We do.
I need to put
so we'll get back on it because
you've been on the grind.
Yeah. Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. We
put on some content.
It's fine. Yeah, we'll do it. But yeah.
That's that.
That's a podcast.
That's it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
All right.
Goodbye forever.
Bye forever. Pieces of shit.